this computer. Alright. Everything's working fine. Ugh. Oh. Alright. So, last time we got all the well, we got Shadow Ball, but I finished Mount Battle as well. We got the second Time Flute. Let's start working on some Shadow Pokemon. Now, ideally, I like to keep one Pokemon with me. One that's not a Shadow Pokemon. Maybe we'll keep Espeon. Something kind of like this. I know some of these I already put some work towards. We can finally finish Yanma. And everyone else, like, I haven't even started. But I like to keep Espeon with me. Or just one normal Pokemon. I don't remember what happens when you hit continue. But we're going to start in Area 1. Weakest area. All we really care about is trying to get into Shadow Rush. This is probably going to be a pretty chill stream. Yeah, level 15 stuff. Oh yeah, they don't stand a chance. Just go for Shadow Rush. Hope someone goes into Hyper Mode. Yama, you're not doing your job. Luckily, the walking in between to whatever the next one is will lower it a little bit, but there's not much walking. So, sending them out into battle is also another. But really, we're kind of hoping for Hyper Mode. I'm thinking of using the 2 Time Flutes on Metagross and Tyranitar. I think those two are probably going to be annoying, although I really don't think it matters. It just always feels like the legendaries and the 2 from the final bosses really take a long time, but that could just be coincidence. Yeah, the bar goes down a tiny bit when you just send them out into battle, so we're making at least some progress even if we don't get into Hyper Mode. I saw X's in Sunkern's eyes. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. Yeah, to get Ho-Oh, we need to purify all the Shadow Pokemon. So it's gonna be a bit. Oh no, quick attack. It's gonna do a lot of damage, I swear. I'm surprised neither one of them have gone into Hyper Rush just yet. It's just like, we're gonna make this take as long as possible. Thanks for the, good luck, James P. Sullivan. It's really just a matter of time. But how's it going? Gotta kill a lot of time here, so... Shiny? No, I got the Heracross already. I wasn't going for a shiny. I already caught all the Shadow Pokemon anyway, so what's done is done now. I just figured I don't trust Game Freak to keep it up, keep Pokemon Bank open for who knows how much longer. Because I feel like Game Freak's gonna be like, well, no one's using Pokemon Bank, and we have Pokemon Home, and it costs money to keep the servers up. So I just don't trust Game Freak right now with that. So I'm thinking that the sooner we could get at least one Pokemon into the current stuff, the better. So I just got a Heracross with a Jolly Nature. Luckily, the Jolly Nature I got the first try. But no, I wasn't going for shiny. I figured that would take way too long. We know Pokemon Bank is going to stay open after the eShop closes in March, but I don't know how long. I don't trust Game Freak. They cut off most of the games. Yeah, that is true. That is very true. But money, though. Let's be honest. How many people are actually using Pokemon Bank nowadays? Not many. Most people are playing the Switch games and using Pokemon Home. Most people aren't even really using those stuff. The games would drop in price and would stop. Maybe. Oh yeah, once that gets announced, that shutdown, yeah, people will throw a fit. And investors will be like, no, that's bad. And drop stocks. Yeah, that is a good point. But yeah, that's kind of why I'm just like, I wasn't going for a shiny. Maybe sometime in the future, I don't know. But right now, I just kind of want to get my first... This is the first time I've done a ribbon challenge of anything like this. So, yeah, I just kind of want to get it started. And you know, if I at least have one in my current stuff, I'll be okay with it. Oh, you got 3 shinies? Which ones have you gotten? Oh, you're going for Bailey. Good luck. Is that... That's in Fennec, right? Krakolova and Makuhita. Oh, okay. So you're going in order, okay. Are you good? Hey, Hacksaw, how's it going? You're going for every Colosseum Pokemon. Nice, nice. You have 4 Wii and a GameCube. Just getting ready for work. Well, good. Good luck with work, I guess. But yeah, this is just kind of a chill stream. We're just working on Shadow Pokemon right now. Oh, both got in the Hyper mode. Oh, by the way, so I need ideas for a nickname for my Heracross. I haven't nicknamed the Heracross yet. The Heracross is female. But if I want to nickname the Heracross, I have to do it in Colosseum before I transfer. So any ideas would be nice. That being said, if we don't get a nickname soon, we got a little bit of time because eventually we'll be going back to Colosseum, so I can do the nickname there on the second time through. But I feel like it will be appropriate to give this Heracross a nickname. Paul McCartney. We only get 10 letters. That's the thing, we only get it because it's a beetle. Probably just probably go Paula at the very least, because you only get 10 letters for nicknames. I have it written. I have like written it down as like an option. All right, undo the final lock. Okay. Whoops, wrong button. Switch. The Battle Frontier ribbon. Oh no no no! Here's the thing. Who needs the Battle Frontier when you got the Battle Tower in Ruby? I haven't thought that far ahead. I actually don't know who to pair Heracross with. I'm open to suggestions, but I need to look into Ruby's Battle Tower. Yes, apparently Ruby is easier. And you only need to do the Battle Tower, and it works in both games, so... Yeah, I'll just go with Ruby, but I still wouldn't mind suggestions. I think, I don't fully understand it myself. I think it's, the Pokemon are preset or something, or they're just less options to deal with because it's Ruby and none of like the Gen 2 or Gen 1 are in the game. But I am told, and also if you did Emerald, you have to deal with Annabelle, and Annabelle would be very difficult. But you could get both ribbons. Yes, you could do the 50 and the open level in both games. So, that's all that matters, right? Yeah. So what we will be doing is, we'll be going to Emerald first. We'll do Eevee training and the contests in Emerald. After that, we are trading to Ruby, so we can do Battle Tower. I feel like I'm missing something. In Emerald, I also have access to the move tutors, so I could get some extra moves like Rock Slide and Swords Dance. Stuff like that. But yeah, once we have that, we'll go to Ruby, we'll do Battle Tower there. Although if we come up with a decent team idea for it, I might end up EV training and getting like the other two set up on my own time. Just to get that ready to go. And then once we're done with Ruby's Battle Tower, both level 50 and level 100, or open level, I think is what it is. We go back to Colosseum, and we gotta do Mount Battle from 1 to 100 in a row without leaving or changing our team. It just means more Mount Battle. And then after that, we can move on to Gen 4. Although, I don't know if I'm able to record Gen 4. I might need to make, like, my own video for that. Just make it, like, an update video or something. I might be able to do Gen 6 stuff, but we'll see. I gotta look into that. I gotta look into all that. Diamond and Pearl is going to be... Gen 4 stuff is going to have the most amount of ribbons to do. I know some of the ribbons can be gotten in the remakes, but I do think you need to get all the ribbons before transferring them up. Pokemon Stadium's coming to Switch. Yeah, I know that 1 and 2 are coming to Switch. But without the Pokemon games to connect to, you just have rental Pokemon and minigames. So, it's kind of hard to be excited about that. Makes it more of a challenge, but not in a good way. I have tried using rental Pokemon. It is not fun. Rental Pokemon are not fun to use. Let's get some extra Poke Coupons. Yanma's ready to go, so I'll swap Yanma out with... We'll grab Gligar. Oh, why am I, like, ignoring those two? Either way. Yeah. Since we have the Game Boy stuff, though, if they ever add Gen 1 Pokemon there, or the Gen 1 and 2 games onto those, then maybe you can find a way to connect, but I don't know how. We need Gen 1 through 6 on Switch to close bank. To safely do it, yes. Just to safely do it, but yeah, that would mean a lot of remakes or a lot of ports. Well, we don't necessarily need 4 because we have BDSP. But, yeah. It's just a lot of games to redo just so we can make Pokemon Bank obsolete. Unless Game Freak is able to find a way to connect Pokemon Home directly to the 3DS without Pokemon Bank being like the middleman. That would be the only way I can see it working. Yeah, Gen 4 stuff is not going to be fun. There is one ribbon that I am dreading in Diamond and Pearl. And it's because it has to do with... I think it's technically Battle Tower. But it's one you have to fight 7 people in a row over Wi-Fi. But, as you know, the DS Wi-Fi server is down. But fans were able to put servers up. That's great. Problem. The fan-made teams are hacked Pokemon. You know, like Machamp with no guard and Fisher. So, I am dreading that particular one. You have to do 7 of those battles in a row. It doesn't sound like much, but when you're dealing with hacked mons, I'm not sure. I am not sure. But yeah, a friend of mine is also getting the ribbons along as well. He's not streaming, but he's working on Scyther. And he's gonna try to bring it all the way to Gen 8. Beat Legends Arceus. So he could get a Cleavor with all ribbons. He was using XD. Oh good, we're in head mode. Finally, it feels like forever. You know, through the main plot, they, like, always go into hyper mode when you, like, really need them to actually attack. But then, when you're training and you want them to go into hyper mode so you can make this go faster, they never do. Wow, that went down a lot. Quillfish isn't that. Goes down pretty quickly, too. Yeah, you mentioned, James, that you have, like, what, 4 Wiis and a GameCube to do shiny hunting? That's insane. I guess if you count... No, you wouldn't be able to count the Wii U. I do have a Wii and a GameCube, but that's it. And I guess Dolphin. But that's it. But I only have 1 copy of the game, or something. Unless there's something I'm missing. Yeah, if I were to shiny hunt, it would probably just end up being the single single thing. I don't know. Really would like you guys to go into hyper mode a bit more. But yeah, we need to do Battle Tower first before we do Mount Battle, because I need to do the below level 50 one. And that one, like, you know, you can, the highest level you could be is level 50. If you're level 51, that's it. Like, you can't do it. So yeah, so we need to get that done, like, ASAP. I do have stuff ready to go, like proteins and carbos and stuff like that, and that will help with some of the EV training, but the rest is going to take a little bit. And, you know, we have the Macho Brace, but that will speed it up a little bit. Oh, they're not getting taken out in one hit. That's nice. That means more Shadow Rushes. I'm like half paying attention. You know, if Pokemon Bank ever does actually close, the next thing we gotta hope for is that fans are able to open up their own server just to keep it going, but if that is possible, I don't know how long that would take fans to do. So, yeah. Please didn't. Nope. Okay. We just don't want to get into hyper mode, do we? We want to stall this out as long as possible. I wonder if the percentage of going to hyper mode is affected by what nature they are. Like some Pokemon natures are more likely to go into hyper mode than others. I'm not fully sure how all that works. Goldfish might not make it through. Not much going on. Just need more hyper modes, but the game won't let me have them. See, Spheal survived. Come on. Dang it. Go into hyper mode already. Nope. That didn't last. Thanks for the follow, James P. Sullivan. Thank you. At least I hope you enjoy the background noise. It's alright, it's alright. You got stuff to do. Everyone's got stuff to do. It's just Mount Battle. There's not much to... I mean, why else are you here? I'm assuming that's why most people are here. Especially the people that watch but don't pop into chat. Like watching small stream to help have 0 views. Yeah, I mean, it is helpful, that's for sure. And I think it actually does make a difference when someone is in chat to talk to. And not just to keep conversations going, I think it actually affects, like, view count post-upload. I feel like that is an actual difference. But that's just me just observing differences in post-uploads that have people in chat and ones that don't. Could be a coincidence for all I know. But it definitely helps kill time. That's for sure. stream sometimes. It helps. It really helps, because if no one was in chat right now, I'd be kind of talking about what's going on the screen, and that's basically the entire thing. I don't really have much to say, because it's just Mount Battle. Plus it helps. Yeah. I mean, and I already went through Mount Battle all the way. I got the time flute from up there, so it's nothing new. This is not new territory for this series already, so we're already on retread. Yeah. That's hilarious. Man, like, I don't even know if any of them went into hyper mode. So what about Metagross for your team for Battle Tower? Honestly, like, I did think about Metagross. I'm pretty sure Metagross is a good mon for the team. I haven't looked into it yet, but I have. So, I did Ruby on my own time, because I thought it was all ready to go. Then when I checked the save, I found out that at some point I must have deleted the save file. So I had to start all over. So, and I did that on my own time, just to get it ready. And I more recently just beat the Elite Four. So I could get the Beldum, and I could get one with the nature that I want. So I could do Metagross. Oh, jeez, I keep bumping the table. Yeah. It has to pair up with Heracross, that's the thing. So, like, Heracross has to go in. RNG Hunt the Nature, or just soft reset. I mean, luckily with Beldum, it's one of those gift mons. You just go to Steven's house, and he's like, oh, here's a Beldum. I hope you like it. Like, thanks, Steven. And you could just examine the Pokeball. So, that's easy to hunt for one with good nature. And I could probably just EV train that one on my own time. Yeah, Metagross is probably a good one to use. The other one, I am not sure. Although, it's easy on Ruby? Really? Interesting. I don't think I'm worried about IVs too much. I'm just gonna try to EV train and get a good nature at the very least. Because I'm not 10 anymore. Oh, look, Furret finally went into hyper mode. Someone did. That's nice. Next battle, we can take advantage of that. That being said, I'm never good at, like, Battle Tower stuff. Like, I have never, like, gotten that far in Battle Tower in, like, any game. Except maybe Gen 6. My plans for Heracross, if you're talking about moveset, well, first of all, we got a Jolly Nature, so it's a faster Heracross. But I think for Gen 3, Mega Horn, Brick Break, and with the Emerald Move Tutor, we can go with Rock Slide and Swords Dance. But when we do contests, we'll probably have Mega Horn and Brick Break, but we'll have Rest and Snore, or Rest and Sleep Talk, one of those two, because that's a good combo for contests, and it'll just help out. My friend who's also doing, you only get the Move Tutor once per game, though? No, not the Emerald Move Tutor. You can use it as many times. You have to use BP. You have to use BP for it. Yeah. And luckily, because I am able to transfer... so, I have here a GB operator. And with the GB operator, you can take your physical game and connect it to the computer. And what you can do is you can copy this. Not only can you dump the ROM on your computer, you can copy your save over and back. You can copy the save and back. So with the emulator, you know, you can input like Game Shark codes and stuff like that, right? So I did do a little bit of cheating. I mainly just got some more TMs because I wasn't gonna restart Emerald. And I tried doing BP on my own, but like when I did Battle Factory, you have to beat 7 trainers in a row, and when you do, you get 3 BP. And just to get like Swords Dance, you need 48. I cheated to just get a bunch of BP. I wasn't going to be doing that. We're just talking about getting moves on a Pokemon, so I don't care. I really don't care. If I was using cheats to, say, beat a Battle Frontier Brain, that's different. But we're talking about getting moves on a Pokemon to be able to beat a Frontier Brain, basically. So, yeah, I don't care. But yeah, I'm so lucky to have this option to work with. And that's basically how I'm going to be able to stream a bunch of this. I mean, I guess I could use the Game Boy player, which I do have. You know what? We'll just let Fur attack. Waste Quillfish's time, because Quillfish is ready. This thing, it's called a GB operator. If you already have Game Boy stuff, be it Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and you just want a way to dump ROMs onto your computer as well as saves, I think it's worth the price. And it costs, I don't know if the prices went up or anything, but I believe with shipping it was 60 bucks. That being said, they'll have you download their own emulator, and I've had plenty of problems with it. Like, so just, if you were to use it, just copy your save and use like whatever emulator you like. Because the problem with its own emulator is like, it has a lot of connection issues. And one thing that it does is it doesn't save your game as you play it. What happens is when you quit the game, you, whenever you do a certain amount, let's say you play for 30 minutes and you save your game and you close out the emulator. The emulator will ask you, would you like to keep these changes? And if you say yes, it'll save basically all the progress onto it. And if you say no, well, that 30 minutes you did was just wasted. But sometimes when I hit yes, there's like some sort of connection issue, and it just doesn't save or crashes. So yeah, that happened one too many times. So yeah, just dump the ROM, copy the save, use a different emulator. What device? Save and replace saves. Oh, dang it. I forgot to swap Qwilfish out. Alright, let's do that now. So what device can... Oh. Save and replace saves. So, like, I just dumped the ROM onto the computer, and then I'm using, like, Virtual Boy Advance or MVBA. That's actually what I'm doing. MGBA, that's what I'm using. Because the ROM's a ROM, and the save is a save. That doesn't matter. So what? Yeah, you can copy the ROM. You can move the saves. The only thing you cannot do, which is understandable, makes sense. I cannot say modify the whatever game is in here because this is an official cartridge. So I can't swap it out with, I don't know, Mario. You know, I can't do that. If you had a repro cart, you can, though. But yeah, what I did was I copied the save onto my computer, and I basically played all of Ruby on there. And then when I'm done, to copy the save back onto the cartridge. That's what I did. Although I think I haven't copied the save yet. But yeah, I'm basically ready to do that. That's what I did with Emerald. Although, if you do not have any Game Boy stuff, like any physical cartridges, but you might want to, though. Maybe you want to consider, what was it, the Analog Pocket? I forgot to switch Qwilfish again. Why do I keep forgetting to do that? I'm distracted. That's why. I hear the Analog Pocket is very good. I just don't know if you can dump ROMs onto your computer with it. But I do know you can use it for, like, you can hook it to a dock that connects to your computer, at the very least. And so, from what I can understand, it's a pretty good screen, so I just don't think I need one. It's something to look into if you don't have a single... If you don't really have any Game Boy games, but you want to get physical cards. Now, if only we could get one of these for, like, DS, 3DS, that'd be nice. Actually, I would really want one of these for, like, N64 and Super Nintendo and NES. So I can actually just copy my ROMs over and stuff myself. I thought I heard that they were working on a Super Nintendo one, but I don't know if that's true or not. Be nice. Okay, swap Qwilfish. Don't be stupid. There we go. Now I'm remembering. Here, get Qwilfish out of there. He's done. Still no hyper mode. Nope, no hyper mode this turn. This battle. Just gotta keep on moving. I'm kind of curious on how many Pokemon we could get done today. Probably not many at this rate. Unless we really get a lot of hyper modes going. There's one. Thank you, game. Natu thought Sudowoodo was a grass type. That's why he attacked Sudowoodo. Alright. Shadow Rush. We can make progress on Furret. Oh, that is so nice. It takes away like half a bar. It would go a lot faster if Furret went into hyper mode like 2 more times. Well, but yeah, if I use Metagross for Battle Tower, I will need to look into what moves I want to teach it. But I can maybe do that on my own time. Just EV train it and get the nature and all that ready to go beforehand. You know, since Beldum's like level 5, I don't have to worry about over leveling it. Although I think if you want Meteor Mash on a Metagross at level 50, I think you need to keep it at a Metane for a little while longer and evolve it late. I'm actually curious. I kill time somehow. Metagross. Okay, so Metane evolves at level 45. So yeah, you probably need to keep it at extra 5 levels. Okay, so Metagross gets Meteor Mash at level 55. And Metane gets it at level 50, okay. So yeah. If you wanted Meteor Mash, you need to keep it as Metane. Good to know. Yeah, Metagross is a physical attacker. Attack of 135. Defense at 130. Thank you, Furt. Making this go a lot faster. So we got Heracross, who is more of the physical attacker and a little bit of speed. And then we got Metagross, the physical attacker with good defense. So maybe a good special attacker? Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Sudowoodo. You're stalling this battle. I love it. Like, what moves? Okay, so what is Metagross weak to? Fire, ground, And that's it. Alright. Steel Psychic. The thing about Meteor Mash is that, yeah, it's strong, and it's same type attack boost, but not many things are weak to Steel. Right? It's only like Rock, right? Rock cannot be the only thing that's weak to Steel. Or is it? No, Ice is weak to it, but okay. That might be it. So it's like, yeah, Meteor Mash is good, but it doesn't have much coverage, but same type of attack boost, so we'll think about it. I hate the 85 accuracy, though. If I went with Psychic, it's a special move, and he has 95 special. It ain't bad, but it might be the only special move I have. We have something like Iron Defense. That could help. Agility, I don't... yeah. You do some sort of status move. Let's see, what are their special moves? Or physical moves. Okay, he gets Earthquake. That would help. Shadow Ball. Brick Break. Heracross kind of has that cover. Ooh, Sudowoodo, thank you. Rock Tomb. Aerial Ace. Rock Slide. Body Slam. Let's see. Dynamic Punch, Rollout. Nah, not Fury Killer. Metagross has a decent amount of moves. And if he's only weak to fire and ground, I mean, Earthquake takes down the fire. We just don't really have a way to deal with ground types without relying on Ice Punch. But that's a special move. And I don't think we want to do that. So maybe like Meteor Mash, Earthquake, maybe Psychic for coverage, and Shadow Ball? Not a bad set of moves. Could also throw like something like Iron Defense or Agility in there if I feel like I need it, but I probably would rather have more coverage. He doesn't get Sword Stance, does he? No, I'm not seeing Sword Stance. So Metagross might be a good option. Alright, Furt fainted. Well, this just means we get to throw out another Mon. What's next? Ledian. Get a little bit of work on Ledian, I guess. And we're healed. But yeah, if I'm going with Heracross and Metagross, two physical attackers. We should probably go with something that's more of a special attacker for the third slot. How about Starmie? I know Starmie is like a really good mod. Like, Starmie's just been solid ever since we came into Gen 1. It'd be something like Surf, Psychic, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam. Can help with dragons that way, I guess, with Ice Beam. Maybe Starmie. Metagross and Starmie? It's an option. So, James, if you're still in chat, I know you said you're gonna plan on getting all the shinies for Colosseum. Are you gonna get all ribbons for them, or are you just gonna get them as shiny? Or is it just like, right now, all shinies, nothing else is on the mind? Ribbon, ooh, you're gonna do ribbon and shiny. For every single, all 48, wow. That's going to take a lot of work, that's for sure. You can't do anyone over 50. That is true. What was it? Metagross and... Well, I think Metagross is 50. Like, just at 50. But I think Tyranitar is 55. Yeah, Tyranitar is the only one you can't do. At least, he's the only one that won't be able to get the 50 or under ribbon. Other than that, I think you can get all the Battle Tower stuff for everyone else. Because I think Tyranitar is the highest level. That is one of the best mons, too. There we go. With if Metagross is level 50, and you wanted to, like EV train it just to make it easier, you can't. You would have to just give it vitamins, and that's it. Because I would think it, doing the actual EV training would, even with Matra Brace, and you, let's say you cheat, and you get multiple EXP shares to split the EXP. Well, if you're cheating already, why not just max out the EVs that you want? But, at the very least, you could give it the vitamins to help out, and then you do the level 50. And then once you're done with the level 50, you can then EV train it. If you were going that route. Pokerus and put 5 EXP share to deviate. I forgot Pokerus is a thing. I forget that. Because it's not something that, like, most people would actually have. And Pokerus doubles the EXP gain. Is that how, or not EXP, EXP, stop thing. EVs gained. There we go. Yeah. And you have 3 of each game, so you don't need sheet. Nice. You know what will be very rare? A Dunsparce, a shiny Dunsparce with all ribbons. You transfer it up to Gen 9, and then you evolve it to Dunsparce. But it's the 3-tiered Dunsparce. That would be very rare. Did I talk to you? Did I get my Poke Coupons? No, there we go. In Gen 9 he can. Yeah, Dunsparce finally has a new evolution. It doesn't look much different. In fact, when I first saw it, I'm like, that's just a weird Dunsparce. That's just a very weird Dunsparce. It looks different. I don't remember, like, it's having multiple horns on its chin, and then only to read the name, it says, Dunsparce. Like, oh, okay. It took me a little bit when I first saw it. But yeah, there's technically 2 different forms of the Dunsparce. It's not a gender thing. It's like it has like 3 bellies, or 2 bellies, right? There's like the head, there's the tail, and there's like 2 belly sections. That's the normal Dunsparce. You can very rarely get like a 3-belly Dunsparce. I don't know how else to describe it. But, the 3-belly Dunsparce is a 1 in 100 chance of getting. But I am not sure how it's determined. I don't know if it's completely random or if there's like something else to it. If it's completely random, I don't know what determines it. I have no idea. I would love to know what the actual, how it's actually determined. Okay, one more battle and it's ready to go. Actually, it'll probably be done by walking. You know what? Let's get Ledian in here. Let's work on Ledian. Ferret should be done by the time we finish this area just by walking around. Yeah, that's something I would like to look into. If it's completely random, like it just rolls a die, it would be a lot of work and a lot of time per reset, but in Emerald, you could do the cloning glitch. Once you get all your ribbons in Gen 3, clone your Dunsparce, and then start transferring up. But then you would have to get each set of ribbons every time again. But that at least saves you the Gen 3 ribbons if you do that. I don't think there's a cloning glitch in anything after that, though. After Gen 3. At least none that I know of. I only know the cloning glitch in Gen 2 and Gen 3. And you know, if I make a team with Metagross and maybe Starmie, or whoever I actually decide to do for Battle Tower stuff, I could transfer them up. I could just continue to transfer them up and help out with Battle Tower stuff. As it's almost like I'm having 3 Pokemon work on ribbons. Kind of. But not really. Or I could just keep them in Ruby, so if I'm ever insane enough to do more ribbon challenges, they can help out. And I won't have to transfer them up. Although I could just clone them. Keep one set in Gen 3 and then transfer one set up. Could do that. Because I do have Emerald. Hidden power. There's also another Pokemon that has the 1 in 100 chance to get a different form change, but that's a Gen 9 exclusive mod. That's not a existing evolution thing, so nothing to worry about there. At least for a ribbon challenge of some sorts. Oh no, it most likely has a grass type hidden power, but it's a Corphish. Why doesn't it just use a water move? Oh, one thing you should consider, for some Pokemon, like, okay, we're not on the, you're only doing Colosseum right now, but for something like, Kulava, you should clone it before evolving. Like, don't evolve it right away. Clone it in Emerald before you transfer it up, if you're getting all ribbons. Because if you transfer Kulava into Legends Arceus, you could get the Hisuian Typhlosion with all ribbons. And if you cloned it, you can also have a normal one, too. Although, if I remember correctly, since you can't get it, I don't think you get a normal Typhlosion in Legends Arceus, so you'd probably be missing out on a ribbon there. But you could still get Hisuian Typhlosion with all ribbons that way. So, some Pokemon you should definitely consider cloning before transferring. I mean, you should probably just do that in Emerald, just to have backups, just in case something goes wrong. But oh good, more Hyper Mode. Also, if Game Freak ever then adds another, like, new evolution, you have some of the work done. That's why I'll probably clone Heracross and just keep one in Gen 3. But I think Kulava is, like, the only example of that. I'm trying to think, like, I mean, the Dunsparce, that's a Gen 9 thing, where there's the chance of the 3-tiered evolution one. Although with Dunsparce, you should probably be careful. I think you should be careful on making sure it's not level 100. Because, you know, Legends Arceus, you don't have to worry about. You can evolve at any time, even if they are level 100. But because they don't share notes, Gen 9 is the normal Pokemon thing, I think. So if they're level 100, that was your last chance. So if you want to try that Dunsparce thing, you really got to make sure it's not level 100. By the time you get to Gen 9 anyway. Luckily, most of the things you're probably worried about is in the EV training stage and Mount Battle. Those are the two things you really got to worry about. But you're not going to get to level 100. At least through Mount Battle. Especially if you keep Dunsparce in the back and barely use him.
So a friend of mine was texting me the other day how he got his Scyther in his copy of Emerald, and he's about ready to do all the EV training stuff and do that section of the Ribbon Challenge. But he was telling me we should do berry blending so we could get good Pokeblocks. And it's just like, oh yeah, I was probably planning to do it by myself, but yeah, if we team up, we definitely get better. But I have a trading cable for GBA. I don't think he has one though, and I don't think I know anyone else that does. So unless he goes and buys one or two. But also, there's a video that I showed him. Like, for the best, ideally, we can max out all the contest stats, but that it requires an e-reader berry. That I don't have an e-reader, nor do I have the e-reader card in question. I don't have either of those things. Neither of us do. So, like, if we wanted to go that route, we'd probably just cheat the berry into our games. But at the very least, because I have Ruby and Emerald, and he's using his Emerald, we can maybe do at least 3-person berry blending. That really depends on if he could get his hands on a trading cable. He might need to get more than one. What's going on with berry blending? So, with Pokemon contests, to make contests a lot easier, you can make Pokeblocks. And with these Pokeblocks, you increase your contest stats to make it a lot easier. To make Pokeblocks, you have to blend berries. And you could do it in-game with NPCs. You perfected blending to... Nice. Yeah, so me and my friend are gonna try doing berry blending soon to try to get some Pokeblocks made. Without the e-reader berry, I'm not sure how many you can max out with 2 or 3 Game Boy Advances. The Game Boy Advances I'm not worried about. Like, I have like 3 GBAs of some sort, and he has 1 or 2, and I have another friend that has 1 we could probably borrow. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. It's the trading cable. That's what I'm worried about. Because I only have 1. And I don't think he has 1. Best berries are in Gale of Darkness, reward for Battle Tower. I thought the best ones were from the Berry Master. That you could get in-game if you... The Berry Master's wife in Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. If you tell her a certain phrase, she'll give you a berry. Also the Lychee Berry that you get on Mirage Island. Which, by the way, I did cheat to buy because I am not dealing with Mirage Island. If that is the only way to get the Lychee Berry, no, I'm just buying it. Mirage Island is RNG hell. That I have never for this day. I still have never been to Mirage Island. You only get 1 in Mirage Island. But here's the thing, the one that you get on Mirage Island, you can grow more berries. You RNG Mirage Island, yeah, you see, I still have never made it to Mirage Island before. So in Emerald, I just put in a cheat code, I bought 1, and I grew some more berries. I only bought 1 though. I felt like, let's try to please my conscience a little bit and actually do some of the work and not fully cheating, right? But I hear the actual best berry to maxing out all the contest stats is the the nut pea berry, which is an e-reader exclusive one. And ideally, if you could get 4 people to actually help out with that, you get the best Pokeblocks for maxing out all stats. You made the starting Pokemon shiny, and a Pokemon ID of 0000. Ah, nice. Okay. I don't know how to RNG manipulate that sort of thing, so I have never tried. Without the nut pea berry from the e-reader, is it possible to max out all contest stats with the right berry blending? Or do you have to deal with maxing out like 2, maybe 3, but leaving some like not fully maxed out? Because I know there's a certain amount. You only have a certain amount of Pokeblocks you could basically eat. Find the... Finding the frame was the hardest part, but when you find it, put it on Pokemon ID to TID or SID. I don't know what either of those mean. And it tells you which TID to have that Pokemon be shiny. Yeah, I don't really know what either of those mean. If the battery's dead, Mirage Island is set to 0000, like my batteries are. So you just play the game to get to the island. Yeah. Okay, Trainer ID and Secret ID. Yeah, okay, now I'm remembering. Now it's coming in my head. Now I'm remembering that sort of stuff. How do you know what Secret ID you have, though? Because that number is hidden from you. You've gone around 4 stats perfect with 1 close to... 4 stats perfect with 1 close and 3 Game Boys and good berries. Okay, so you can get 4 without the nut pea berry. Good to know. I'm not 100% sure which berries would be the best without using the nut pea berry anyway. And I think I have one of those berries in my Emerald. Like, I think I actually got the Poke Coupons to buy one, but there's a few more that I don't have. And I don't know how much I'd be willing to do. I would have to do, like, Mount Battle, like the final set, a few more times on my own time just to get enough Poke Coupons to get more berries. And then transfer them over to Emerald just to grow them. You've been testing that? Sure, why not? Let's kill some time. We're gonna have to, like, Discord this. I don't normally do voice chat, but that's because not many people are usually able to. More knowledge on berries is nice. copied that. Or try to. Actually, you know what? You know what I could do? Let me... You know what? I'm going to give you a link to a ScottBot Discord server. Try that. Speed this. Alright. So now if we go into general. So now I think you could go into the voice chat in general, and that'll work.
Wait, man.
It sounds like it.
Okay, cool.
And
yes.
I think you're picked up in the desktop audio, so I think, you know, you're on. Live now too, so that's the thing.
But
so
yes, I spent a lot of money. That's why I was like, I'm not typing all this.
No, I understand. I'm gonna turn some volume down.
So one, I also went through a long, painful hunt of getting every single berry before even initializing the cloning glitch to get all of them. Because dead batteries, you can't really grow berries.
Right.
So, I have berries 1 through 39. Ironically, I think the hardest one to get is the one next to... Is it Lily Cove City with the giant store right before you go to the Backman hangout, or is it that one?
Yes, Lily Cove City is the giant building. Yeah.
Yes, there is a girl who is slightly to the left. She can give you one of 4 berries, and that is determined by the last number of your trainer ID.
Okay.
So I did not have, I think, like 3 of the berries or 2 of them. So I had to start a game specifically until I had a trainer ID with the number I needed. I had to play through most of the game just to get those berries twice. So
sounds like a hassle.
yeah. Yes, it is. And the lady also, the old man's wife, she only gives 1 berry per game too, so I think I used the same 2 games I did for her.
No,
So
the Berry Master's...
2 full games. Just...
Oh yeah, the Berry Master's Life only gives you 1 berry per game, but you can grow them, so you can... But yeah, you said dead battery, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So... But she can give you one of 4 berries, and all of hers are really good too. So those are the 8 hardest berries to get, because even if you only have 1 game, you can only get 2 out of 8. So you need at least 3 other save files to get those.
At least with Berry Master, you can't get all 4 or 5 of whatever she can get. But, like...
Yes, you can get it no matter what your game is. So she's a lot easier than that NPC, because she's only... your trainer ID, that's it.
Although I think you have to beat the game to get some of them, because you need the word for Latios and Latios, and you need to beat the game for that. I think I remember reading that.
For which berries?
There are like 2 berries. Remember, the Berry Master's wife wants you to give her a phrase, and one of them's like there's like something Latios and then something Latios. That's the phrase. And I think to get the Latios and Latios word, you have to be in post game and actually see Latios or Latios.
That makes more sense. I was just like, I don't think there was any on the island. I know you just get the soul dew, which I think they're holding.
No, like you have to be in post game, and then I think you have to see them. I think I don't fully know. I just looked this up a while back.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now, but I think I beat the games on two of them. I think that's maybe why. No, I think I beat them on the first 2 games I had, so I was able to do the Latios thing, and then the other 2 where I went to go for the specific trainer ID one, I actually went through, and then I got the other 2 she didn't had.
Okay. All right.
So, but besides the Lychee berry, because I'm gonna tell you right now, that was one of 3 berries I was missing for the longest time. So when I tell you, I did a lot of research to RNG because I did not want to cheat from Mirage Island, and I tried my best.
Right. That's why I just cheated to buy a berry.
But the Gallon berry, the Salac berry, and the Pentunia berry, berries 37, 38, 39, those are the best berries I've seen so far.
And those are the ones that are in Colosseum and XD in the point exchange?
Yes.
Okay, I think I have one of them. That's, for some reason, my young mind, I just decided to buy one of them. And I have one on Emerald. So, I have at least one.
I was doing the ribbon hunting thing with Gale of Darkness for fun, and I was trying out the tower, and every 2 attempts I was doing it so I could also get Torchic, not Torchic, I'm sorry.
Cynical,
I can't think of the name.
Chikorita and Totodile, yeah. So you could get ones with Frenzy
I was
Flame
trying
and
to get
stuff
those
like that.
Yes, so I went through the tower 3 times, and I got so many points, I just bought all 3 berries just so I could have every item that was for sale. And then somehow, whenever I needed berries, I saw I had them, and I was like, wait, I have these. Perfect.
Oh, now that you mention this. Now that you mention this. Well, last time I played XD, which was like a year or 2 ago, because I was bored and wanted to replay these games on my own time, I did get the 3 Johto stars. I might have enough points to buy some other berries.
Yup. You will.
I might be able to work with that.
But
I should look into that after.
So right, I'm about to fiddle with some of the berries right now because I did a lot of research, and then I started this shadow hunting thing, and that took so much time that I have not done berries in a while. So
Right.
But I'm in both my emeralds right now. Both of them have, I think, every berry available. So like I was practicing to see what the best combinations of berry were, because there's not that many lists online to tell you what the best combinations are.
Yeah.
So I saw one person, and they did it with all regular berries you can get in the game. If you have 4 Game Boys, and you have to do 20 different batches, and you have to do it in that exact order and feed it to them in that exact order, but it doesn't involve any of the lychee berry, the Gallon, the Salac, or the Pentunia berry.
But he was able to use.
I'm like,
Was he able to use Berry Master berries for that, or Berry Master's Life? I mean, or is it literally just like orange berry, cherry berry, stuff like that?
He was trying to do berries that everyone can have with just one game save file, basically. And I think some of them, there might have been a rare berry, like one from her, just because, but they have 4 games. So she, actually, no, I think it did use the Berry Master because you have 4 games.
And also,
but yeah,
everyone
you had to have 4 Game Boys.
Everyone can get them.
Yes. So I was debating about doing that just for fun, before my Game Boy didn't have all of it, and then every 20 attempts I get 1 Pokemon with perfect contest stats, but
Right.
I was like, I can also probably find better combinations since I have access to berries that you don't have unless you have Gale of Darkness.
Right.
So,
That's
what I was at with that one.
Yeah, I brought up the GB operator earlier, and I was telling you about that. Because it'll, like, you'll play it on an emulator, the batteries will work, or so you can grow berries that way. So, like,
That might.
what I was doing was, I was on my Emerald, I copied my ROM and my save onto my computer. I was playing it on Virtual Boy Advance. I was able to grow berries, and then once I'm all done, I transferred the save back onto the cartridge.
Yeah.
So that's a workaround, or that is a workaround if you have a dead battery sort of thing to deal with.
See, but dead batteries, because I was bringing up RNG hunting, the dead battery helps RNG so much. I think that might mess with the seed if I do that. If you save it to it.
Right.
But
I'm not too sure how it works when you transfer the game back into... When you transfer your save back into a game that has a dead battery, I don't know how that works. It'll probably just keep it at whatever seed it is already, but it'll just...
Yeah, it stays at whatever seed its last save was on, basically. Because, for example, when you start a game with a dead battery, Mirage Island was 0, 0, 0, 0, like I said.
Right.
So it doesn't move. So, but if you start a game and then the battery dies, it stops at whatever you're at. So you can't get Mirage Island unless you get lucky that you just happen to get a PID with the number it stopped at.
Right. Okay.
So yeah.
Wasn't too
So
sure.
I literally started a game with a dead battery just to get the Mirage Island also.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm about to start looking at the berry list again because some berries are fantastic and some aren't. Not all of them are the same. I know not even like permanent sometimes. But lychee berry is so far the best one to get 3 stats perfect right off the bat if you combine it with the correct berry.
Okay, because I grew a couple of those.
Yes, lychee berry already does spicy, sweet, and sour, but you can't do lychee berry with lychee berry. It won't be a good berry. It won't be a good Pokeblock.
Got it.
I've tried that. So, berries, because I have a cord right now with 2 Game Boys, I can actually do it. So, berries.
Yeah, if my friend could get himself a lock cable, we might be able to do 3.
I had 2, and I gave a couple Game Boys and some GBA games to my Nana's kids, and I left them 1 trade cable so they could trade with each other if they wanted to.
Alright.
So, and then I realized the trade cable was $30, and I was like, I did not know that when I gave it to you.
Free spending.
Yes, I think I got lucky because I bought someone's collection of Pokemon games, and he had like maybe 3 or 4 Pokemon GBA games, and he just threw in like a Game Boy pack, the trade link cable, and like some electrical duct tape for some reason. But yeah.
Hey, free duct tape.
Yeah, it was like, no, it's like an electrical tape. So like he said he put a battery on one, but it was so badly put on, I like took it off.
Okay.
It's like, yeah. I think he was trying to repair the battery himself, and I was like, yeah. So let's see.
I need to look into this other cable. I might be able to get it. Just start.
I think it's only those 3, and I think there's 1 on Colosseum that I was gonna get to after I got past this the shininess, basically. So let's see.
So what, there's an extra
think
berry
there's-
that's only in Colosseum? Or...
I saw one. I don't know which berry it was. Whenever I did the berries, I finally got to 39, and I saw one that said it was accessible through Colosseum, and I hadn't
in
beat Colosseum yet. So
Okay.
yes, exactly.
Okay, I need to look.
Like if I put Pokemon Emerald berries. Let's see. Because I was working on getting every TM, every berry, and every item in the game. Which, fun fact, did you know berry juice is in the code? You cannot get it in any Gen 3 game.
Not even Fire Red.
Not Fire Red, not Leaf Green, Gale of Darkness, Colosseum, any of the Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. That's the thing that whenever you had a Shuckle in Gen 2, if it was holding onto a berry, it would turn into berry juice. You cannot get it in Gen 3, but it's in the list of items.
Huh. I didn't know that. It's kind of like when I just
Like, you
recently
can catch
found
Shuckle,
out.
but it doesn't have it, yeah.
When I recently found out that Pokemon Colosseum doesn't have the magnet.
Wait, what? Pokemon Colosseum doesn't have the magnet?
Correct? Yeah. I was gonna give it to my Ampharos, but it doesn't have the magnet's not in Colosseum for whatever reason. And there's only 2 electric types that you could get in Colosseum: Flaffy and Bryco.
Huh, won't you look at that?
So I think that was
Let's
just
see
an
if I can
oversight.
find
I think that was just an oversight. I just found
Probably.
my-
And also, if you want to do... Okay, wait, you don't really do RNG hunting, but I say the hardest thing I've done so far was get a shiny Jirachi from Pokemon Channel.
Channel. Okay.
Yes.
Real. The fur is not done yet. Okay, that's dumb. I thought it would be ready by all this walking, but nope, it's not. That's stupid. I thought it would be done by now. One thing that I will be showing off when we get to it, I will be showing off the Jirachi from the Colosseum bonus disc when we get to Ruby.
Yes.
Because I do have the bonus disc. So whenever I transfer and we do Battle Tower stuff, I will show off the Jirachi. There's not much to it, but I will show off the bonus disc.
No, I know. I had the bonus disc too. I sent it to somebody who also Twitches in December. He asked if he could borrow it, and he hasn't returned it yet. But he told me he's gonna return it. He's just busy right now. He said that like a couple days ago. So
okay.
like, but
yeah, let's hope you get that
yeah.
back.
I see. If he was gonna keep it, I was gonna assume he would just block me on everything. But he still has me on everything. Like 3 months later, going, "No, I got you, bro." And I was like, "Okay, like I don't need it right now, but you know, it'd be nice to have that."
I don't know how much it is going for right now, but if it's anything like Colosseum itself, it's gonna be like over $100.
It is.
But yeah,
But
I watched.
He said he wanted to get a Jirachi. Right.
I watched a video
Go on.
for making berries and berry blending, and the video suggested that the e-reader berry for the nut pea is the best one for it because if you can get 4 people to make it, it has the least amount of feel, I think is the thing, and it will boost everything very slowly. So you'll get all 5 stacks maxed out if you use the nut pea berry, but that is an e-reader card.
I found the 2 berries I was talking about.
Okay.
It was the apricot berry. It's number 40. You can only get through Pokemon Colosseum coupons. I do not have that. I have 1 through 39. That one's number 40. And this one's a really fun one. At 41, you can get the Battle Frontier. You earn it after getting all silver symbols on Emerald.
Oh, I definitely don't have that.
And then I think there's 1 for gold. I tried getting that. And there's 1 for gold. So there is 3 berries I still don't have. And then there's the Enigma berry? But oh, that's the E-berry card you're talking about.
Yeah, there's
I
like
don't have
4 from e-reader cards. And from what I heard, what happens is when you scan one in, let's say you scan in the Enigma berry, but now you want the nut pea berry. You scan that in, it replaces your Enigma berry. It can only hold one. It can only hold. The game can only hold 1 of the e-reader berries at a time. That's from what I saw.
So, but who has the e-reader card? Because if you're doing 4 games anyways, wouldn't you want to put each e-reader card on there and just make them blended?
You can use the e-reader card to get a berry, and then you can grow it like normal. But if you try to use the e-reader card for anything else, you'll come up with you'll get whatever the new berry is, and it replaces your existing e-reader one. That's from what I saw from the video that I watched.
Okay, that's interesting. Do you know how much e-reader cards are going for?
I looked at the e-reader and I saw we're talking about $30. I tried looking for the card in particular, but I couldn't find it. Maybe I just need to actually check it today. But like, I'm checking my copy of my notes. Checking my berries. Okay, I have Gallon, and that's one of the XE Colosseum ones, right? Or Ganlon.
I just left that page.
Ganlon is one of the.
It's the. I think so. If it's number 40, then yes.
Oh, it's 37.
Galon. Yeah, you can get that on Gale of Darkness, and you can get that on Colosseum, but that is one of the exclusive ones.
Okay, so that's the one I have.
Yes, and number 40 is only on Colosseum.
Okay, I don't have that one. I have Lychee here, which I did mention. I have Bailu, Watmail, Pamtree, Spalon, Nomo. I think all of those are from Berry Master Wife.
Yes.
I don't know if Rabuta is one of them, but I have it.
But yeah, after I got all the berries and I finally saw, I think I was missing, the last berry I got was number 13. I think it was the Berry Master's Life. Like that one took me, that was the last berry I needed to get 1 through 39.
Number 13? I don't even have that.
I think it was 13. It was either 13 or 12. What was it? There's the Mongo and then the Avagava berry. That's one of them. Yeah. Oh wait, it's 12. I'm still missing it on this one. What the heck? I at least have it on here.
Yeah, I don't have 12 either.
Okay, my Master Emerald has it. It's the Wiki berry, and apparently my regular Emerald still doesn't have it. So I should probably trade that over.
Yeah, probably.
Here, let me go ahead and start experimenting with some of these berries to see what gives me some good results. But I've noticed if you try to balance out to have all 5 stats, the berries don't go very high. If that makes any sense.
Okay. Because the feel
So,
stat
like-
when you make a berry, that affects like how many more you can eat, basically. So ideally, a low feel stat is better.
Exactly.
And that's what the nut pea berry basically does. It basically like it boosts all 4 stats, I believe, if you blend all 4 nut peas at the same time. But it has a very low feel stat, so you can just keep eating them. Basically, that's the idea with that.
Oh no.
I do have Ganlon, and that's one thing. I'll keep the others in mind. I might look into it.
Why did I do this? Okay, well. Oh wait, I was planning on restarting this Emerald so that I could figure out the trainer against the girl, so I could probably get some shiny Pokemon. But yeah, apparently I traded everything into Ditto.
Okay. I mean, Ditto's
But I have
okay.
one Pokemon. So let me see, but this one has all the berries, so and still I restarted the game. I might as well use all the berries I have. That's why I didn't trade the 12 over, but gonna slide over here. But yeah, my girlfriend thought it was crazy when she came home and saw me with like 2 Game Boys being like perfect on each one, going like perfect. Like she was like, "How are you doing that?" I was like, "I practiced a lot today." And she told me she would help me make berries, and then I was like, "You could be the 3rd Game Boy." She's like, "Whenever your boyfriend will need you to be the 3rd." I was like, "Shut up." I was like, "You were taking that completely out of context." I wish you could do like 2 players and then blend with like 2 NPCs because then the berries would be better. But if you do it, you have to do it with just yourself or your friends.
Well, and also the
I haven't
NPCs
noticed that.
will throw in just random berries, I think, so you might not.
Yeah, that's true too.
If you actually go with
So
4 people, you can guarantee what you can throw in.
alright, so I'm gonna do the leech berry, and I know the fields it has, and I might go for another berry that's a different color. The lychee berry is one of the best ice balls. Check the tag. It's spicy, sweet, and sour. Confirm that. Then I can go over here. There's no berries that really do 3, or there's some more, but it's gonna be rare. if
It's
I had
really
it.
just the lychee that really does it.
Yeah, I think most of them you'd be lucky to have 2. So, and if you have 3, it's most likely. Like right now, I'm looking at 3s: the Pomeg, the Kelpsy, the Qualot. Like Qualot, it has spicy, sweet, and sour. But let me try it because it's hard. Let me see. Confirm. I'll try the Qualot so that way I can try 2 that have the same feel on them, or 2 of the same whatever.
Right.
Let's go ahead and see how high I can get first. I'm not doing as good as I did last time. Ugh.
But it sounds like the exclusive one from Colosseum is not necessary for these, unless it's just super good.
I got a gold Pokeblock and I did not do good. Makes me know that all. So that might be good. I got level 60 and the field is 48. You want the level to be high and the field to be low.
Yes.
So. But I think the berry. You try to focus on like 2 particular stats, 'cause I think that's how you can also get the level higher, but not mess with the field too much. But it'll only boost 2 stats super high.
Right.
So you want to basically try to like get all 5 stats, but in different ways, basically. So, like I'll do the Leech Berry again. You want to look at tag. The one that only has like 2 of non-melt. You have sweet, spicy, and sour. Let's try that. That's over there. All right, Lychee and Namel. I did not do good in that first one. See if I can do better this time. In the beginning, it's easier, but once it gets faster, it's starts getting harder.
It's almost 2 hours. I thought this would
Yeah, this
go
game does
faster.
not.
I thought
Yellow
I would get
Darkness
shadow.
goes faster. This one, not so much.
Yeah, I thought I would get hyper mode a lot more often.
No. Games like you are.
No. But you know, when you're doing story mode, it happens all the time.
So I still got a gold Pokeblock, and I only got one that only had 2 of it, and its level is 60, but the feel is 53, so the feel is higher whenever you focus on
Yeah,
one
that's
certain stat.
that's not as good.
Yeah, that's not as good as the last one we just did. Okay, I have an idea. Just for fun, I'm gonna go ahead and do a Pokeblock that does all 5 circles and 2 really good berries and see what that gives me level and feel wise.
Alright.
Because I did not save any of the research I did with making Pokeblocks for like 3 weeks straight now. That would have been very smart to do.
It's one of those things where you need to like send into like either just make a video on it or like send it into like just to, like, hey, we need this information to the public.
Yes. Let's see what happens. Okay, perfect. The Galon and the Lychee Berry. So the Galon does dry and bitter. The Lychee does spicy, sweet, and sour, and they're both very hard. So we'll go ahead and try these 2, which I think I used to do all the time.
So the combination of those 2 makes all 5, correct?
It's all 5, yes.
Alright.
And they're both the rare berries from Lychee from the island, of course, and Yellow Darkness. Hitting it a lot more now. Okay, got it. Okay, with me doing all 5 and my spin is getting better. Okay, see, that's what I was talking about. I got level 37, but the feel is 78.
Ew, that is really bad.
It's really bad, but it hits all 5 stats. So it's also a green Pokeblock.
Right.
Actually, let me check to see if it's all 5. I'm gonna take note of running another one. I'm gonna check all 3. The first one I did it was for all 3 stats. The second one I focused on 2, and this one I focused on 5. So even though you focus on it, it doesn't mean that's what the Pokeblocks are gonna do. From what I also saw. So if I look at the Pokeblock case on I have a lot of.
So what color of Pokeblock are you trying to go
Alright.
for? Unless that's
I mean, I have the gray does 3 stats. I know that, but usually you get lower. Let me see. Where's the? Oh wait. Okay. I don't know why the game doesn't have this organized. Whatever. All right. So for example, whenever I did the one that only does all 5 stats, it only focuses on bitter.
okay.
It didn't even get all 5. The gold got 2, and it was only spicy and sweet on all 3. Or something. I didn't do. So basically, I got spicy, sweet, spicy, sweet. So instead of the sour, I think that berry knocked out the sour. So you can change berries so that I could try to get a high level with a low feel and have the sour. I think the best gold I have is spicy, sweet, and the feel is 34. And its level is 60. I have some 61s. I have a lot of gold. Oh, I got a 60. Let's see. I know gray. Gray Pokeblocks do 3. So for example, I have 3 gray Pokeblocks that does bitter, sour, and dry. They're level 60, 61, and 60, but the feel is 34.
That's really good. What berries
Yes,
did you
because
use
that'll
to get
hit all
that?
3 of them. As I said, this was supposed to be recorded, and I did not. But that was for me fiddling around and having fun. So if I can figure out the berries again. I also got a blackberry, but it's like level 2, and its feel is 23, but I got spicy, dry, and sour. I think I was trying the more common berries. With, trying to get more.
When I mentioned the nut pea berry, it made a black Poke block when you did that. So I don't know if that means anything.
Really?
Yeah.
No. I know whenever like you're in the DS games, the colors kind of matter more. But like if I look up. But yeah, for example, if I could figure out how I made these 3 gray berries, that would be easier because then you just need to focus on spicy and sweet, basically.
Okay.
After that, which is what I did. Wait a minute. That might be why I did that, because every time I did the lychee berry, I would get spicy and sweet. And then I did that one trying to get dry, sour, and bitter. But I think whenever I remember these berries. So whenever I do it, dry and bitter skyrocket, but sour would only go up like half as much. So I was trying to find a recipe to boost the sour with green oil because the sour wasn't as powerful as the bitter and dry. So go ahead. I can see the Pokemon so I can test that if I can remember correctly. Okay, this Latios has quite a bit of You can see what I
Probably not gonna save anyway.
He happily ate the Great Pokeball. Perfect. Yeah, probably not. Yep, I was right. The beauty and the smart skyrocketed, but the tough didn't go up as high. And also, he happily ate it, so it also gave it a 10% boost.
Alright.
So if they
how much should
happily
nature
eat it,
be
it's
a
a 10%
factor
boost.
of what boost?
10%.
How much should I consider?
If they distastefully eat it. Not as much. Basically, as long as you're not feeding it straight up like a cool, like let's say like this Latios doesn't like cool berries. If I make it where it only eats cool, you can get that maxed out, it'll just be harder. But if you focus on multiple of them, for example, if I had like tough, beauty, and cool, it'll just say he ate it because I'm using 2 other ones. You can actually neutralize that as well. So as long as you're making good Pokeblocks, you don't really have to focus as much on nature, but you do need to consider nature in the order you feed the Pokeblocks. If that makes sense.
Very friendly with my friend maybe this weekend. This sounds like this is going to take a lot more research than just, oh, let's just blend some berries together. Maybe reset.
I'd say it's not more just research. Yes, it's more, what's it called? I can't think of what
Trial and error.
Basically, but it's more of a trial and error, yes. Because there are people who mess with these berries still, but like we pointed out earlier, they're about to close down Pokebank. Not as many people are playing Game Boy games.
Well, we don't know if they are, but there's that chance. The eShop closes in March, but Game Freak said they're going to keep Pokebank open, but let's be honest, who knows how long that's going to stick.
Apparently the colors you can get are black, blue, brown. I've never gotten clear, ever. Gold, green, gray, indigo, light blue, olive, pink, purple, red, white, and yellow. I've never gotten white, gray, no, not that gray, light and clear, and I've never gotten olive. So that's interesting. What else? Pokeblocks, the color for their nature, black is random. Oh wait, that actually is useful information. Hang on. Each Pokeball, different tastes and likes will prefer specific types of blocks, sometimes learn. Okay, so apparently it might be the color of the block. That's it. So for example, you have, you said Jolly, Heracross?
Correct.
It loves pink Pokeblocks.
So that would be...
So those would be boosted by 10%.
That would be sweet?
That'd be cute. Yeah, and cute and sweet. Yeah, cute and sweet. That's kind of funny for Jolly since those supposed to be attacking Pokemon, but
Well, it's sweet, you know.
So there's a lot of information on it. How can I build Pokemon? There's a lot of people asking
But not enough
which
answers.
ones are the best for mixing.
Not enough answers.
I feel like this would make a really good YouTube video because there's a lot of people asking about this.
The YouTube
But
video that
I guess
I
nobody wants
watched,
to actually.
like, kinda did that, but he really just talked about, mostly just talked about the nut pea berry, because he was doing the ribbon challenge, and he talked about how he did it, and he used the nut pea berry. So, but that's really all, I think that's really all.
Check out these grave blocks. I'm gonna try something real quick. I feed this to Latios. I'm gonna try to feed it 3 times because I think that actually maxed out like both of these. Yeah, like Beauty's already almost maxed out because you need 2. So if I can figure out how I made these gray, this is 3 Pokeblocks with super low feel. I already have, I think, maxed out. I have maxed out Beauty. Mark's almost maxed out. And Tough is halfway there. So if I can make one that has huge cool on it, I know I have something. I wish I could organize these like these Pokeblocks. That'd be so much easier. Oh, here we go. Spicy and sweet. I'm gonna use that for audios because I don't have cooler. Distastefully ate the gold one. Holy shit, that like shocked up.
That's the one.
Even though
with,
he
like, a
didn't like it, I
50
made some really good.
right?
Yeah. So it looks like the cube didn't go this high, but the cool shot up. So I'm guessing he doesn't like cube because that went down by 10%.
Yeah.
So even though he didn't like it, it still shot up.
There is a 10% increase based on nature, but there's also a decrease in there.
Yeah. So basically, if they distastefully eat it, then it's 10% less. If they love it, it's 10% more.
Alright.
If it's neutral, it's neutral.
So with Jolly Nature, what's the dislike? Do you know?
It did not say on this list, but I'm gonna guess it's gonna be the opposite. So I'm gonna guess either tough or cool. Because it's only telling me which one's the nature's like on this list.
So if I still want to boost either of those up, whatever the dislike is, should I try to be making a gray berry that has tough or cool in the list somewhere in there? Have it one of the 3?
Yeah, that's what I just did. Like, I just used these, like, I guess he's distastefully eating the spicy and sweet, so whichever one he doesn't like, but they still both shot up, basically. So within me feeding this Latios, I've only fed him 5 berries from what I've had. His stats... That's not good. Doesn't help me.
And to get gray berries, you need 3 people, or is it very... Or can you do it with 2 people, but it's just very hard?
I think I can get it with 2, because I think I got gold, and I think I got... No, I got gold when I was on the phone. Or the voice chat with you just now. These grades, I think I might have got it when I did it was kind of hard to tell with a game that I've had for a couple years now.
Right.
But I think gold and grays were some of the best colors I got whenever I made berries.
Alright.
Nothing wrong with anything else, it's just I didn't have anything else. I think I got one, I think it was like the 7th level for the Pokeblocks, and I did not do that again.
Right, you really don't.
Like, not because I didn't want to, but... No, not to be a level. I don't really have level. So, also, if you didn't notice, if you have one that has a high feel, but it'll max out like your stat, you want to save that for last, so that way you can make that feel just hit at the last second.
Right, right.
So you can do that. So you want to feed it the lower feels in the beginning and then shoot the last, like, 2 with the high feels, basically.
Got it.
Very lucky. Let's see. Ooh, here we go. Okay, we got some grades here. Lychee berry, you usually get... Okay, what's this? Result, Pokeblocks achieved, adventure, whatever. So someone made a list with the berry, but he doesn't say what he mixed them with. So lychee berry is like an A+ berry to use apparently, but it doesn't say why or mix it with what. So that's not as helpful as he thinks it is. And I see a comment that says this is why I did not get into Pokemon contests.
I know I maxed it out when I did Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I maxed out. Pretty sure I used the Berry Master's wife berries for those.
Yeah. But, and I think in that game it was easier because you could tell when you had a good Pokeblock. You could do, like, the rainbow Pokeblock or something like that. You don't have that
That's
here.
right. Yeah, the rainbow Pokeblocks. It just,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, those ones. Gen's Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire made that a lot easier.
Hold on. Blueberry. I'm gonna try using these A+ berries, or these grade A berries he has, because he wrote like which berries he thinks were the worst and which ones were the best. And so lychee berry is obviously the best, but I don't think I've tried with these. Wait, what's the yellow berry? Oh wait, he didn't do the berries from Gale of Darkness. That's interesting.
Probably didn't have access to them.
Probably, but since I have these berries on the list, I might as well try it. Alright, let's see. It's the blueberry, the Duranberry, the Watama berry, and the Spillonberry? What are berries are these?
Spellon? That sounds like Berry Master's
I
Wife.
don't know that.
That sounds like Berry Master's Wife.
Oh, that would make sense. See, her numbers are kind of all over the place, so like, I didn't memorize which ones I got from her. I just make sure with them. We can go ahead and use the lychee berry, might as well, and then I'll go ahead and try the first one he has here, the Spillon. Oh, here it is. It's number 31. Let me check the tag. Oh, that'll be interesting. Spicy and dry. Why not? Confirm. Alright, let me try these two grade A berries that he highly recommends on this list.
Yeah, Spellon, Pantry, Watama, Belu, like those are maybe no. I think all of them are Berry Master's Wife.
Or we should completed. Okay, I did a lot better on that. Okay, yeah, 8 birthday, 14 regular circles, 3 X's. Those are numbers I was looking for. Alright. Oh my god! This man's a genius, but at the same time, not as smart as I'd want to be. I tried the Spellon and the Lychee Berry. I got a gold Pokeblock. The level is 86. But the feel is 70.
That's really bad.
That's a berry you save for last.
Right.
Because like if you have like where you can eat one more berry and you want to shoot that last super high level but that high feel, that's a berry you save for last. That's not one you start with. I know that for sure.
Right.
Okay, let me try another one. Oh wait, I could probably go look at that 83 real quick to see which feels it gave me or which stats it would use. Okay, well not let me leave this game. Cool. Okay. The next one was the Pantry Berry. Might as well use it. See, but I'm getting super high levels with these though.
Yeah, but the feel is very high too.
Yeah. That's why I'm gonna see if any of these get rid of that feel. Okay, here we go. I'm getting like 4 and less X's now instead of like 8 or 9. So that's actually really good. Getting better at it. Alright. Yeah, that's interesting. So whenever I mixed the Spellon berry, I got like that 82, but this one I got 60, but the feel is still 73. I'm gonna take note of blending berry. Let me check out these berries because I want to see like what stats they use and see if that has anything to do with that. Let's see. Okay. 86 boosts only spicy and sweet. Why is it still only spicy and sweet? So if you have a Pokemon that doesn't like spicy and sweet, this would probably be the one you choose. Alright, let me go ahead and check that level 62. It only does sweet? Hold on, what? I thought sweet berries, or I'm sorry, gold blocks were supposed to be like 2. I have never gotten a gold Pokeblock that only boosts 1 stat. That better be a boost. Let me see, I'm just gonna put it on the screen.
More experimenting.
Yeah, basically. Okay, I have this quirky bonus round. Let me see how high that sweet goes. Okay, about half of the cube. 2 of those and your cube is full, basically.
Right.
That's not bad, even with that high level, but at the same time, that's not ideal. That's something that, like, people need to boost the cube when you use that. So it's still not a bad berry to have, but that feel of level is not really explained. But I should probably be writing down berry numbers. That would have been a genius thing, but... Hang on. I have, like, 3 more berries to try out. Let's see what happens. Because I know it's saved the berries. Let me try that other one. Hang on. How high can I level 83? I'm very curious now. 86. My bad.
Close enough.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on a Pokemon that has no stat boost. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that 86 basically, it's a little lower on the cube side, so it's a little less than half, but cool is basically at half, so 2 of those berries then it would be done, but it already looks like it's 1/4 done.
But like the feel is like you max out like 255, I think. Or you can deluxe.
The 255 and the feel was what, 73?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm basically right on point. Yeah, I said it looked like it was 1/4 done. Yeah, I'm basically right on point with that map. For me, just using glittery stars that goes around it.
Yeah,
But yeah,
you
so
can,
you can only use
like 4 of those.
4, maybe 5 of those berries top. But you can use that for one last ditch effort. So these berries, I feel like mixing these grade A berries, these are to build the last berry you need, basically. Not really the main ones you want to use. Let me try. I'm also only using the lychee berry. What if I use... I'm probably going to start researching this, because if I can use these berries in different combinations with 2 Game Boys and then start doing it with 3, I feel like that would help out a lot more and figure out why it's not boosting certain stats and stuff.
Also, like, if after stream,
But yeah,
like,
no,
if you could just like talk, like type this in Discord and just give me a little bit more information, like outside of stream, that would be very much appreciated. Like, any info you find.
This is where I got the... Oh, I got you. Okay, I found that. I'm not finding much else, but... I did not think it would be this hard to make this many berries. No wonder people don't do it. Alright. Let me go ahead and try that list real quick. I'm gonna try 2 berries that should complement each other. Go from there. I never get any, I'm trying to think of which ones. I always get spicy, I always get sweet, I always get, I need cute, and I need beauty. Beauty's the one I never get.
Unless you're getting a Feebas.
Something. I don't know why that's like the hardest stat to do. Like, multiple packs. I'm aware. Like, I did it just, I think I evolved the Feebas by just boosting just the beauty, but it was basically full, but that was before I had every berry, so now I have full resources.
Right. You just want the Pokedex. I remember on my original Yugi file where
I did.
Like, I almost completed the Pokedex, the last one I could not do this time. And that was like the last one I needed to complete. I think the Holodex. Back when it was just Gen 3.
Man, I couldn't even get Feebas.
I managed to get one somehow. It took a lot of time, but I managed to get a Feebas.
I was so confused because they said it's a 50-50 shot when you do the tiles, and I remember being like 16 years old. I was like, those are odds I could live with, and I went through the entire river and didn't get it still.
Yeah.
I did it like 5 times per tile, so they said you should have good chances. So that means all 5 of my tiles, I did not get Feebas all 5 times.
And you went through every tile. That's just very unlucky.
Yep. I didn't do it all at once. I know I like did the tiles, and then I would stop whenever I finished a row, save the game, and then I would continue on with the next row. But I did to make sure I did every single tile.
Right.
But yeah, no. When I got to the very end of the lake, and I was like, this is the last tile, you have to be here, and I still didn't get it, I was like, I'm not doing this.
I think I just got it. Like, I did basically that. I checked every tile. I checked
Hang on, blue. The Pam Tree Berry looks like it's the only one that's an A that has dry. That's very good.
And dry is beauty.
Beauty, I believe. Yes. Here's what I'm gonna try. This Pam Tree Berry is a grade A, and I'm gonna try Galan because that's dry and bitter, and Pam Tree is dry and sweet. I'm gonna see. That should use the beauty a lot more.
Yes, Heracross, we need to boost that beauty.
That was the real beauty.
Oh, there's the third one. Now we're actually getting a decent fight where we stall the fight as much as possible.
Okay, let me see. I got another gold block that's 86, but its feel is 73. That's just too high on the feel.
Yeah.
So are these grade A berries gonna be super high in feel? So if that's the case, what I would recommend is if you're doing 3 or 4 Game Boys, you want to use only one of these berries.
And then combine them with like the
Because-
basic stuff like the Petra, stuff like that.
Yes, well, I don't think you have to go to grade C exactly, but you want to do something that'll boost like whichever one you're doing. For example, like the lychee berry does 3, each one gets like a berry that does one of the 3. You see what I'm saying? So you can try to get a berry that does all 3.
Okay, so let's say we had 4 Game Boys. Let's just say that, and we use the lychee berry, and that's 3 of the stats. The other 3 berries should be boosting those 3 stats each. So just try to focus on the same ones.
Not all 3. Like like have one berry focus on one, and the second berry focus on the second one. The third will focus on the third.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Maybe. Yes. Okay, let me check my pack. Let me look at this berry to see if it even gave me beauty and which one it gave me. Because I'm having bad luck here with it giving me not 3.
If you only have 2.
But getting 3 is possible.
Yeah, if you only have like 2 Game Boys, like one uses lychee, the other one boosts one of those stats, whatever it might be.
Yes. Because then the feel will be lower, to my knowledge. Actually, I could try a lychee berry and just use one of these grade C berries and see if the level's high. Because if you want low feel, that's going to give you more results endgame-wise than it should.
Right.
Which is very interesting. Okay, this 86 is dry and bitter, which would be beauty and smart, which I do not get. Let me go ahead and do this. Alright, this we're evil, so why not? See, I'm making really good Pokeblocks with this, so basically you're just wanting to improve these stats with it. So let me go ahead and try giving it like a lower tier berry just to boost. See if I can get. If you want it between level 60 and 80, because I know I've gotten a 71 before with a low feel, but the feel was still like 40. Okay, you can't get much lower than that if you're getting a level 70. You know what I mean?
Somewhere between 60 to 80.
Ideally, you want
lower.
Lower. I'd say below 40 or below 50 in feel. Because if you're boosting like 4 stats, you could use a feel of 50. You know what I mean?
Right.
So let me go ahead and try that real quick. No, I'm not gonna do that. I've already made these Pokeballs. I'm not gonna save everything right after using them. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna try a grade. I'm gonna do a lychee berry. I'm just gonna do an A+, and I'm gonna try to use a C grade berry here.
C grade, that's like orange berry and stuff, right?
Yeah, from the list I just sent you, it shows like some of these are C grade.
Okay. I'll
But
be
it
looking
only
at that
lists so
list on
many
my own
berries,
time
so-
later. I'm just kind of. I got a juggle.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Got a Jungle Colosseum.
Oh,
I got
yeah,
a
you're
dog that
streaming.
wants attention.
My cat's not here right now, so I've actually kind of missed the little guy. He's at my friend's house right now. He's trying to breed him for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, he's a Bengal cat, and my friend gave it to me for free, but he said I can't get him neutered until he at least breeds it once. Which I didn't understand why until I saw how expensive they were.
Oh. Most
Bengal cats go for so much.
I would understand.
I'm trying to get him to get breeded with a Siamese cat because I saw a Bengal Siamese mix and I was like, I want that kid very badly. Alright, lychee berry. Let's try you. And then I need a great seed berry that boosts maybe 1 or 2 stat. Cherry berry is great seed, but that only does 1 stat. Let me see if I can scroll down until I see one that does at least 2. The lepa berry, what's that one? Hang on.
I just realized I can't check my copy of XP because I loaned it to my friend.
Okay, the lepa berry is a great. Oranberry? What? You want 5 stats? No way.
Oranberry's just like, it's the most jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah, basically. But I don't think I'm gonna do one with 5. Berry, what the heck? Why do a lot of these berries just boost 5 stats? That doesn't even make... Wait, wouldn't those be the perfect ones to use? For if you're doing like 1...
I don't know. Like, I would think the amount of levels that you get per field is not as good. That is my guess.
Find out. Kind of like the present to find out. Okay. I got less than 4 X's on both of these. That's all I can ask for. I made a purple Pokeblock with level 47, but the feel is 48.
Probably better off with like the gold or the gray that you got earlier. Just a little bit more.
You're
feel.
correct, but... Yeah, you're right. Hang on. I'm gonna check it out though, because I'm gonna see if it does 1 or 3 stats here. That's also an important question. I did the Oranberry and the Lychee Berry. Find out. It still only does spicy and sweet. Something tells me this Lychee Berry doesn't really focus on all 3.
There's like
really boost the sour.
there's like some sort of math equation that like some go to negative and then it just math is.
I saw that on a website and I can't find that. I can't find that website because I saw that would tell me the feel and I was gonna do math and try to do it from there, but I wasn't doing too hot. Look at that. Sex. Okay, I have an idea. I'm just gonna put Lychee Berry so that way I can find every website that's gonna show Lychee Berry stats. I don't know why all my all caps on, so it's just like Emerald Lychee Berry.
It's a very aggressive berry.
I know, right? Alright, let's check this one. Aha, here it is. The spicy is 30, the sweet is... Oh, wait, hang on.
Down, Molly, down. That's enough.
This-
Give you a lot of attention. That's enough.
Its spicy is 40, its sweet is 40, and its sour is 10. But the dry and bitter is both 0, so wouldn't that be perfect if I give it a sour berry? Ooh, this is potential.
Okay, so repeat that.
This is really good.
I was distracted.
So basically, the spicy is... You're fine. The spicy is 40 for Lychee Berry, and the sweet is 40. Those are the 2 that I keep getting repeatedly. The sour is only 10. So now, but it doesn't show any negative numbers for bitter or dry. So what happens if I boost just the sour with the second berry? Do I get all 3?
This is lychee with one of the C grade berries.
I'm thinking C grade, but I can also try a B grade as long as it boosts the sour is what I'm thinking.
Right.
Let me see which berry boosts the... What the heck is this? When blending with NPCs, Lychee berries will produce the following Pokeblocks.
If I remember correctly, the NPCs will just throw in like C grade berries like very.
Yeah, they're gonna throw in like Cherry Berry, Pecha Berry, and Rossberry. But it's also telling me the feel gets lower. Because it says feel of 34, but you're gonna get a spiciness of 62 and a sweetness of 49.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, that's with the 3 NPCs.
That sounds amazing. We are on round 50. Just letting you know, after round 50, I'm probably going to purify what I have. I'm gonna trade the Heracross, and I'm gonna wrap it up. So.
You're fine, you're fine. I'm gonna try to do one sour berry while you're on, and just go.
Yeah, just letting you know that.
I don't need those.
Letting you know.
You're fine, you're fine. The balloon, it's what? I already blended it with the balloon, and it didn't really boost the sour. Hang on. I need a sour berry that actually focuses solely on sour. Yeah, the sour is 40. Something don't feel right. Oh, apparently, if you transfer the blueberry up to the it doesn't have it there. That's interesting.
You know that doesn't have Baloo.
Apparently, that's what it says on the database I just clicked a second ago.
Interesting.
Pokemon database. Yeah. Alright, hang on. Hold, maybe? There's so much information on berries, but not the information I want. I don't want growing tips. I don't want to know its location currently.
You know, the thing that no one cares about, but it's the information you want.
Exactly. The thing only ribbon hunters care about until they take away Pokemon Day. I could have sworn there was a negative number. I don't see it on here for a negative number. Hang on, let me go and see what this is. It's flavor. Let me go ahead and put blueberries flavor. Let's see if that popped anything up. And it brought up blueberries. Fantastic, thank you, Google.
It was like, I'm pretty sure you spelled it right. You're like, no, I spelled it correctly.
No, I want a blueberry. And they're like, oh, so you want blueberries?
Sir, that is not a real word. Like, Google, you're stupid. It is a real word.
You know what? Hang on, let me find a berry that only focuses on sour. Like, let's try the Duran berry. Did I already do the Duran berry? The Duran, my bad. Probably gonna be streaming whenever I do this, so I can just edit the video from there.
Yeah, that would help. If no one's gonna make a video, then you gotta do it yourself.
Okay, the Duranberry sour is still only 10 and the bitter is 40. I wish I could just go up and down these berries, but I have to type in the berry's name each time. Fantastic. Alright. The lawn? I didn't know that. No, but that boosts spicy, so it'll be spicy and sour. Okay, how about this one? This would be great information for documents, but I am just trying to get results right now. Sour is 10, bitter is 20. I can see why the berries are 8 plus.
just had Espeon left.
Try the Galon Berry and the Salac Berry. They both do 2 different ones, and they're both grade A berries.
It'd probably be both very high level and high feel. Yes.
Right. Wait, maybe it's because they're both very hard berries. Wouldn't that affect the feel?
So many things to consider. It's its own game.
I don't even know if they knew what they were doing whenever they made this.
I can still say that for current Pokemon. You could
Touché.
take that, you can slap it on any Pokemon game.
Maybe they just pick the Galon Berry out, or the Lychee Berry out of the equation. Both the all do different berries and see what happens.
And we just finished battle number 50.
Alright, my man, if you want to go ahead and end the call and end the stream, I respect it. I can send you the results
Alright,
whenever I start doing this more often.
Gonna be doing Pokemon is life. You know, it's like an abusive relationship. You know, you want to leave, but you just can't. You always come back.
To my girlfriend, apparently, it's my main relationship. She's like, you love Pokemon more than me. I was like, you want this to be a competition?
Well, I will end the call, but I'm not gonna call it just yet. We're gonna do some purification, and I'm gonna trade the Heracross. But I will
I got a yellow Pokeball.
I do appreciate the information, and if you find any more, seriously, just post in the Discord. Anything helps. Make this go faster.
I got you, my friend.
All right. Thanks for stopping
you have a
by.
great stream, my friend.
Yeah.
Anytime.
All right. While that's happening, let's go grab the ones I need to purify. So what we got? Quillfish, Furret, and Yema. Wow, that is bad. 2.5 hours. And we only got 2 done. Or, no, 3 done. You know, we're gonna get Metagross. And we're gonna get Tyranitar with the Time Flutes. I think I need to pull out the Time Flute from storage. There it is. There we go. Use up my Time Flutes. Man, it sounds like berry blending. There's going to be a lot of experimentation. With those extra berries, I need to get my copy of XD back for that. I just remembered, oh, wait. I loaned it to the same friend that's doing the Ribbon Challenge with me. So I can't get those berries right away. I can't go and check. I was going to do that. I will need to look into the berries, but it is sounding like get a high grade one, like lychee, or maybe some from the Berry Master's wife. And then maybe throw in some of the lower ones to lower the feel. That's what it's sounding like. Obviously, we need to do a lot of research. Got Pin Missile. Yay. So useful. Totally gonna use Quillfish. Clearly. That's why we're doing this, right? No, the whole point is because chat last week wanted me to get Ho-Oh. Because I'm streaming. That's the law of this. Okay, Yanma's done. We got the pet. get Furret done. So 2.5 hours, and we only got 3 Shadow Pokemon done. That's not a good sign. That is not a good sign of what's to come. Okay, let's get the time flutes. I think they're in here. There it is. I'm actually curious on what this Metagross is with nature. Hyper Beam. I don't know what all of his moves are. We're not giving you a nickname. And then Time Flute. Tyranitar. Hi, Selby. I guess the Time Flute breaks every time we use it, because this is the last time we're seeing it. Got Crunch. And that is all of the ones we can purify. Let me check Metagross, because maybe no, I wouldn't. No, I can use this one. Let's see. Hasty Nature. I don't know what that is. That is probably not one I would want. I'm probably better off going with Ruby version. Alright. I'm going to put some Pokemon back in the party. Let's go grab Heracross. Let's go make a trade. Trade over to Emerald. Just grab some of the ones I was already working on. That in. Liger. Sparse. And what else was I? Okay, I guess we'll just grab Swablu. Because I don't think I was working on any of these others. But Heracross, grab you. Didn't come up with a nickname, but I guess we'll do that later. When we come back to Colosseum. I would like to give Heracross a nickname. So we need to go to Fennec. I got this ready to go, pretty much. Let's plug this in. I don't know if it needs to go into any of the others. Okay, I'm right there. I don't know if it matters, but I'm gonna make a save first, just to play it safe. 17 out of 48, we got a long way to go. Alright, Trade Center. Saving. Alright. Controller socket 2. on the power. It's been a long time since I've done this. You must save at a Pokemon Center, which I did. I am here. Okay. What am I doing wrong? It's been so long since I've done something like this. Sounds like it's probably supposed to do this automatically. I'm just checking the trade center to see if that's what I need to do. I would like to get the trade going on stream. I think I'm doing something wrong. Let's try the scan. Wonder if it matters on what floor Pokemon Center I need to be saving at. Let's try this again. Plug it in. Unless this is a case where I can only trade with Ruby and Sapphire. Oh, is that what this is? Something's wrong. I'm sorry? I thought for sure I could trade with them. And let's see. Trade with Emerald on the first prize. Am I doing it right? I trade with any GBA game. Colosseum needs to be beaten. Emerald needs Dex and 2 Pokemon in your party. Yes. Games need to be from the same region for Colosseum and X. Yes, okay, that sounds right. Okay, what am I doing wrong? Apparently, I should be able to. I can't get this working on stream, but it won't be the end of the world if I can't get it working on stream. Alright. Connect. Connect to Game Boy Advance system with the GBA Pokemon Game Pack to controller socket 2 using the cable. Turn on the power. The battery wouldn't matter, right? It just says... What's happening? This is annoying. Why isn't anything working? I'm so sorry. Not that. Okay, battle, no. Use the record corner, no. No, that doesn't sound right. I should be able to do this. Why is this not working? I have Emerald in here. try swapping into a different one, but... Well, this is kind of annoying. I would check Ruby, but I'm pretty sure I didn't transfer the save over. Hold on. Let me see. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to just do this off stream. I'm sorry. I mean, it's just a trade. But, well. Battery's dry. Yeah. Brand new game. Yeah, okay. I can't make this work. Oh, it's not on stream. I'm so sorry. But oh well. It's just a trade. You've seen that before, right? I'll try to figure this out off stream. But thanks for everyone who showed up. I'm doing Pokemon Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at noon Pacific time, and I'm doing Fire Emblem Engage on Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Pacific time. If you want to see those streams that are not on Twitch anymore, they're on YouTube at ScottBot64 Stream Archives. Next time, I may be doing Emerald and start working on the Heracross, but it may be Colosseum. I'm not sure yet. It depends on if I can meet up with my friend and if we can do berry blending and all that. It really just depends, but we'll see when we get there. So Monday, if it's Colosseum, we're doing more Shadow Pokemon. If it's Emerald, we're actually working on the Heracross. But anyway, that's next week. Have a good day.